Yo, let me introduce you to Slim Willow, the smartest, fleest girl from Central City. Now, the name's not just for show. People started calling her Slim Willow cause, you guessed it, her waist was tiny, and her figure was bangin'. Slim wasn't just about looks though, this girl had brains. She grew up on books, especially those about reading people's faces. But don't get it twisted, Slim was real quiet. She never talked smack about anyone. Still, whenever someone came knocking for her hand in marriage, she'd sneak a peek. Problem was, she never found the right guy, and by 19, her parents were getting real frustrated. "You're really gonna wait till you're an old maid, 'cause no man is good enough for you?" they asked. Slim, ever calm, replied, "I've been trying to do me and make my own choices, but it seems fate has other plans. So, I'll leave it to you guys now." Enter our boy, Mr. Zhao, a smooth-talking scholar from a family with mad respect. He'd heard about Slim and, well, sent over the engagement gifts to lock it down. Fast forward, they get hitched, and let me tell you, the love was real. Zhao had a son, little Changfu, from a previous marriage, just 5 years old, and Slim took care of him like her own. Little Changfu was a mama's boy for real. Anytime Slim went back to visit her parents, Changfu would cry rivers, begging to go along. A year later, Slim had her own son, Changhu. When Zhao asked about the name, Slim smiled and said, "I just want him by our side, forever." Now, Slim wasn't about that needle and thread life, but when it came to managing the estate, she was on it. Land? Taxes? She knew every detail, all laid out in the books. One day, she straight up told Zhao, "Look, you don't need to worry about this stuff anymore. Let me handle it. Think I can do it?" Zhao was cool with it, and within 6 months, Slim had the whole house running smooth. He was mad impressed. But one day, while Zhao was out having drinks in a nearby village, some tax collectors came knocking hard, banging on the door, talking all kinds of trash. Slim stayed calm, sent a servant to call Zhao, but these guys wouldn't leave. When Zhao got back, he laughed and said, "So, Slim, guess a smart woman can't hold it down like a dumb man, huh?" That hit Slim deep. She kept quiet, but the tears started rolling. Zhao freaked out, trying to calm her down, but Slim wasn't feeling it. She kept running the household, waking up early, staying up late, and managing everything so well that nobody came to chase taxes anymore. Zhao couldn't help but laugh one day and said, "Slim Willow, why you so fine? Your eyebrows, your waist, even your steps, all delicate. But your mind? It's sharper than all that." Slim shot back, "And you, Zhao? You're tall in every way, your character, your ambitions, your words. I just hope your life is as long." Then came the coffin saga. Slim spotted this top-notch coffin for sale and didn't hesitate to buy it, even borrowing money from friends to get it. Zhao thought she was wild. "Who needs a coffin right now?" he said, trying to stop her. But Slim? She wasn't budging. A year later, a rich family lost someone and offered double the price for that coffin. Zhao, smelling profit, suggested they sell it. Slim shut him down, tears welling up. He didn't get it, but he respected her choice. A year passed, and Zhao turned 25. Slim didn't let him go far from home and had servants fetch him if he was late. Friends started teasing him about it. One day, Zhao came back from a friend's party, feeling sick. On the way home, he fell off his horse and died. It was a brutal heatwave, but thanks to Slim's foresight, they had all the funeral stuff ready, coffin, clothes, you name it. Neighbors were in awe of Slim's foresight. Now, Changfu, who was about 10, was supposed to start learning how to write essays. But after Zhao's death, the boy turned lazy. He ditched his books and spent his days hanging with the shepherd kids. Slim scolded him, but nothing changed. So, she called him over and said, "If you don't want to study, fine, but we can't have freeloaders here. Swap your clothes for rags and go work with the servants." Changfu was sent off to tend pigs, eating and drinking with the workers. A few days in, Changfu was over it. He cried, begging to go back to his books, but Slim wasn't having it. The boy had no choice but to keep at it. Autumn came, and Changfu had nothing warm to wear. Rain poured down, and he looked like a beggar. Neighbors felt bad for him, and gossip started flying. Slim? She didn't care. Changfu eventually ran away, but after months of wandering, he came crawling back. This time, he didn't dare face his mom, so he begged an old lady to speak on his behalf. Slim's reply was cold: "If he can take 100 lashes, he can come home." Changfu, desperate, ran back and offered to take the beating. Slim stared him down. "Do you regret it?" Changfu sobbed, "Yes." Slim softened, but only a little. She didn't beat him but sent him right back to work. Only after a long while did she let him back into his studies. 3 years later, Changfu passed his exams and earned a spot as a scholar. Meanwhile, Changhu, Slim's younger son, was slow with his studies. After years, the boy still couldn't even write his name. Slim told him to give up and work the land. But Changhu was lazy and didn't want to farm either. Slim was furious. "If you can't study or work, you'll starve." She beat him and sent him to work with the servants. When he slacked off, she scolded him. Changfu, though, got all the best food and clothes, and Changhu? He stayed silent, but deep down, he was bitter. Changhu eventually asked Slim for money to go to Luoyang to do business, but really, he wanted to party. Slim gave him 30 pieces of silver and an extra silver ingot for emergencies. She warned him, "Don't spend the ingot unless you really need it." Changhu promised, but as soon as he hit Luoyang, he blew all his cash on a famous courtesan, Li Ji. When the silver ran out, he thought he still had the ingot. But when he cracked it open, surprise! It was fake. Li Ji's crew tied him up and had him arrested for using fake money. He was beaten and thrown in jail. Slim had known this was coming. She'd even told Changfu, 20 days after he leaves, "You go to Luoyang." Changfu, seeing his mother's sadness, didn't question her. When the time came, Slim said, "Your brother's reckless, like you were back when you skipped school. People call me cruel, but I cry every night." I gave him fake silver to teach him a lesson. Now, go ask Yang Zhong, the official, to get your brother out of jail. Changfu rushed to Luoyang and saved Changhu just in time. Back home, Changhu knelt before Slim, who coldly said, "So, how's that life you wanted?" Changhu, in tears, said nothing. From then on, Changhu straightened up. He worked hard around the house and became a real businessman, making a killing. Meanwhile, Changfu passed his exams, earning the title of a scholar, and within a few years, he became a respected official. As for Slim Willow, by the time she hit 40, she still looked like she was in her 30s, dressed simply, living life low-key. But don't let that fool you, this woman was a legend.